that heaviness of that confetti allows for a woman to really understand, grow, and expand, and also give her resources. Because to be a matriarch, also, you have to have some type of resources. Like I said, it's not necessarily money. It could be wisdom. It could be books. It could be learning how to plant. It could be learning how to like do things, learning how to code. You could be a sister going into cybersecurity, and you trying to teach young black girls at school or young girls of color at school how to do cybersecurity. You're teaching them a skill that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it necessarily does not have to be money, but you have to have some type of responsibility, something to pass down. And that's why I think being a soft life, this teaching of soft life is so scary, because it's showing girls that if you could give the coochie, then you could basically just live, exist, and like, yeah, that could work, in this idea where that could work. But even in ancient times, that did not work. Those women in ancient times, when we look at these ancient Aztec, Mayan, and Inca, in African, West African, and even Asian dynasties, East Asian dynasties, women contributed. Even in the Middle Eastern dynasties, the Byzantine Empire, women contributed. And it wasn't just about giving coochie or just having kids, having that womb. They contributed. Yes, the womb also contributed by giving generations and legacies, but also they worked. Like, one of my favorite empires was the Ottoman Empire, where the women were actually educated enough to be sultans, but they couldn't be sultans because they were women, but they were like literally there. That's matriarchal society. Like, that's a beautiful showing of it, because like the women were so smart that there's like, damn, she could be a sultan, but she can't because she's a woman. But we gonna respect her like one, and she can still give birth to your legacy. Like, so that's what I mean by being a matriarch. What you call it doesn't require, you cannot have a flat purse, and it does mean economically, because we're in capitalist society. Money gives you resources, right? It gives you resources to get the education, get the intellectualism, get the skills, get the certification that you need. That's just the way it is. You trade your money for a resource. That's how it works in this society. In past societies, it didn't. Not saying that you have to be $1 million woman. For example, another one, a good example of a matriarch, The Cosby Show. No, it's controversial, but Felicia Rashad's character, Claire Huxtable, matriarch. Don't have to explain more. You already watched it. Another good example of a matriarch was Queen Latifah's character in Star. Matriarch took them girls in. That's a matriarch, right? And she wasn't the richest woman. She had a hair salon, but she didn't have a flat purse. It's gonna click for y'all. Like, I could keep going and going and going of really good examples of matriarchs that are in today's time, and rooting it back to womanism. Women just really need to be able to have their own, right? Even if we go to intersectional feminism, even though I don't want to talk about feminism because that's not for us as black women, but it did have points